I detest killing. I've heard that this is a trait of my lingering former humanity. But once you know my story, you will realize that's because I've never actually stopped thinking of myself as human. But in my defense, I was extremely hungry when I awoke in the cold, eternal darkness of space. Having escaped the destruction of our ship on this small shuttle, my two companions and I slept the sleep of ages waiting for rescue, or to eventually reach Tremaine, our nearest destination, whichever came first. My name is Sean Lang, but it won't be for long. You will probably never have heard of me. I always wanted to leave some kind of a legacy in this life, and perhaps to be remembered in a good way. Instead, circumstances have arranged it so that this is probably the last time I will ever use that name, and it probably won't be remembered very kindly. The shuttle had short legs, as the spacers say, meaning it was a short-range vessel and had no star drive. It also had no cryostasis pods. How could we still be alive after all this time without such luxuries? You may well be asking yourself that. You may also be wondering if this journal is just some kind of sick joke left behind by some bored, twisted spacer who had too much time on his hands. Rest assured, it's not. No doubt by now you will have noticed the name and registration of the shuttle. Demeter. I'm sure when you run it through the interweb just now, or if you're from a military ship through your own database, well, whatever they wrote, buddy, they got it quite wrong. You can take it from me. I was the chief of security on that civilian behemoth. I saw it all go down. Hell, I was right in the center of it. This is a long letter, I know, and for that I apologize in advance. But I have a lot to tell, and quite a long time to write it. Where do I begin? At the beginning? I always used to think I was special in some way. I worked hard to reach the space I occupied in life, and when I got there, never realized how small and constricting that space really was. But it was mine, and it was enough. I bluffed myself into thinking I was happy when I was simply content with my lot in life. Looking back, I can say I was nobody very special, but I was fairly well liked, and mainly because I was efficient and good at my job. That's because it was what mattered most to me and what I look back on now as my sad, average, short little life. There's nothing quite like being confronted with the infinity and vast emptiness of space to put life into perspective, is there? Everybody likes to take a vacation now and then, and perhaps on the rarer occasion, people like to take an extra special holiday. I know I would if I could have. And if my job hadn't revolved around insufferable rich people who were almost perpetually on holiday. In the more likely case of the wealthy, and less frequently, the extremely lucky, this usually meant a cruise off-world on one of those really huge fancy starliners that go from one system to the next, picking up and dropping off glittering and excitedly chattering passengers along the way. Every one of them dressed in their best, bright and flashy clothes, trying to outshine the rest. You've probably seen those commercials, the ones that tell you how affordable it is to come with us, lay back and see the sights, sipping Baka Javas, while you watch the next ringed superplanet scroll by your 90-inch viewport, while bikini-wearing hostesses cater to your every whim. Enjoy mountaineering? No problem. The peaks on Aldous Prime are among the highest, most climbable anywhere. And the views, breathtaking. Are beaches, semi-naked bodies, and palm trees more your thing? No problem. Tremaine is like Miami all year round and has plenty of everything. Forests? Try the zip lines running through the untamed, sprawling planet-wide forest of mile-high giant bluewood trees on Marion 3. And every moment between filled with luxury, plenitude, and opulence. Paradise between the planets, they call it. Most of the time, that's how it is. But not this time. No, not this time. On the last voyage of the Demeter, a deep space starliner with the Red Star Line, passengers and crew got more than they bargained for. Way more. Written by South African author Christina Engela, you can get Space Vacation now on Amazon in ebook and paperback format.